what was their vibe? What was their demeanor?
Dude,
like?
you wouldn't think this, but Khabib is a goofy dude.
Really?
He's goofy. And then here's a fun story too. When I land in Abu Dhabi, which that flight is grueling, I land there. It's right to the airport and then the hotel where the fighters are all at.
Right.
And it's like I go right to like the training room where Bilal's already in the middle of practice. So like I had no time to like take anything in. It was just like Abu Dhabi, airport, hotel. So I sit down in the corner where Bilal was training at. Who walks in is Khabib. I'm like, I'm in the room with Khabib, you know? But there's like 40 guys in this big room that they're all working out at. Khabib walks over. He starts gravitating towards like our group. I'm like, it's Khabib, it's Khabib, it's Khabib. Walks up to me like third. He talks to like Lewis Taylor or someone else and then walks up to me. And I'm like kind of crouched down against the wall because like there's nowhere to sit. So I'm like, my butt's on the floor and I start getting up. He comes up to me. He's like, no, brother, sit, sit, sit. I'm like, no, I'm standing for this. Shake his hand. He's like, yeah, Bilal tells me. He's like, you're one of the main training partners. And he grabs my cauliflower ear and goes, this ear, I like this ear. And he goes, this real cauliflower ear, everybody, you know? Like, I'm like, Khabib just grabbed my ear. Like, and then so people saw that. And then the next day, you know, because there's all these fighters in this hotel room, like, so you're always passing by like Tai Tuivasa or Bruce Buffer or something, you know, like, but one day like, I passed by Khabib the next day and like, it's a crowded hallway. I'm like, he's not going to see me. He like sees me and he gives me a head nod. I'm like, oh my God. And then the day of the fight, actually, we're in the dressing room and we get in the dressing room because Islam's fighting. It's a big room where the warm-up room is, like the UFC event. And Khabib's kind of like on the other side of it. And I swear to God, he's like making jokes and then like looking at me and being like, yeah, do you like him right now? Do you like him right now? And I'm like, no, I don't. I'm like responding to the joke. But like, I could tell like Bilal around me is like, kind of like, why is Kevin yelling? You know, like, I'm like, dude, I swear to God, he's like, there's something going on between him and me right now. And then a couple minutes later, like he's just on the floor laying down and he's like looking at me for like 5 seconds. Okay. I'm like, this is crazy. So I'm telling Bilal, dude, like, there's something happening with this guy and me right now. But I could tell Bilal, like, why is he going to believe me, you know?
Right.
And so Bilal wins the fight. He kills it. We go home and whatever. At some point, Bilal takes like a montage of like all his videos and photos and he texts me and he goes, you were right. Because then we take a photo after the fight. I tell like Lewis Taylor, I gotta get a picture with Khabib. You know, like I'm going out, I gotta get a picture with him. So I asked Khabib, I'm like, hey, I came all the way from Chicago to here for you. Could we get a photo? And then he's like, yeah, absolutely. And then Bilal was like, let me get in the photo. And then Khabib was like, you want him in the photo, brother? I'm like, no, tell him out. Tell him to get out. We take a picture of the 3 of us and then the 2 of us. But then the 3 of us, when I say like, no, get him out, Khabib like starts laughing his ass off. And Bilal's like, you were right. Like there's a photo like of us 3 together and he's looking at you like this. Again, like looking straight at me.
What do you think that was?
I think he loves me.
No, how could he?
I don't know. He was a super down to earth guy. He was like really funny, really goofy, always telling jokes. You would think that like you see him smashing people in fights and just like murdering every single minute of a fight. Right. That like he's gonna be like the Terminator when you walk up to him, like no personality. No, he was like super cool, joking, fun loving. You know, like I felt like we could have gotten a drink afterwards. You know,
right.
You know? Yeah.